Vijay Pancholi, Assistant Professor in LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology in Department of Electronics and Communication. This video is about subject fiber optic communication. So friends, now you know about the basics of the optical fiber communication. We have also solved the examples related to the fiber optics in the previous videos. Now, the next thing that is regarding the how to make the fiber fabrication. So friends, you know about that how this fiber that can be made and how it look like. It's a very small in diameter, and the question that comes in our mind that the two types of the fiber, it's a single mode fiber, multi-mode fiber. There is a very small radius, okay, of the core as well as the cladding. The refractive index of the core that is the slightly higher than the refractive index of the cladding. Okay, now if you have also seen the fiber that is having the single mode as well as the multi-mode, step index, the graded index. So how this fiber in that the refractive index value that can be changed, okay, or inside the fabrication of the fiber. So that question that comes in our mind. So now we are going to learn about how to fabricate all this. So before studying the fabrication of the fiber, we should have the idea about the fiber material. That which kind of the material can we use to make the fiber? So in this video, we will first of all learn about the fiber material. What is a fiber material? So now in the fiber material, in the selection of the fiber material, a number of requirements are there. The first requirement, that is, it must be possible to make long, thin and flexible fibers from the material. If the material don't have such kind of the characteristics, then we can't make it. So this is the requirement of number 1 to make the fiber from the fiber material. The material that must be transparent and at the particular optical wavelength. Again, while you want to make the multi-mode graded index fiber, knowing that the graded index fiber, the refractive index value that is gradually changing. Now while you are using the one material, now the other material having the refractive index that is different. So now while you want to join and if you want to make one structure, then one material that should be compatible with the other material, so that while you make the fiber, okay, it can provide you the application accordingly. So physically compatible materials that having the slightly different refractive index for a core as well as for the cladding, and N1 that is greater than N2. So now according to that, these all the fiber materials that are the two types. One is the glass fiber and another one that is the plastic fiber. Now the first one, that is the glass fiber. Okay, it is the less flexible. Plastic fiber, that is the more flexible. The glass fiber that provides the less attenuation loss compared to this plastic. Plastic provides the more attenuation loss. The mechanical handling of the glass fiber, that is difficult. Plastic fiber, this handling that is easy. You know that this all the fibers we need to install sometime under the sea, okay, under the ground. So at that time the pressure from the ground that comes onto the fiber, and due to that, okay, it can be broken, but it should not like that. The material which we need to select, it is to be like that. Okay, the handling that could be the slightly the easier. The higher temperature range, okay, that can be provided by the glass fiber, and the lower temperature range that can be provided by the plastic fiber. Again, the glass fiber, okay, the temperature range that is the higher, and that is why it can be used for the long distance communication. And the plastic fiber, that can be again good, but it can be used for the short distance communication. The material which can be used to make the glass fiber, that is normally the glass silica. Okay, so SiO2, that is the common material that is used with the other material to make the glass fiber. Again, the high bandwidth, the graded index polymer optical fiber, and this core that is made up of the PMMA, the polymethyl methacrylate, this material that can be used. Here you can see that the variety of the refractive index that is given to you and the various dopant material that can be used. So by using the core material, we can achieve the refractive index like the 1.46. Suppose over here again it is shown the other material that can be used to make the refractive index. So according to the refractive index of the particular the material that can be taken, and according to that the dopant material would be added with the SiO2 and the glass fiber that can be fabricated. So this is regarding the difference between the plastic fiber and the glass fiber. Okay, now to make the glass fiber according to all the similarities we checked, okay, the glass fiber that is the more comfortable, okay, and it can also withstand up to the very high temperature range. Also it does not provide the losses at the high temperature, and we are going to select the glass fiber. So to make the glass fiber, the following materials can be used. High silica glass, that are also known as the high temperature glass, that can be also used, and the compound silica glass, that is also known as the low temperature glass. So these are the two types of the material that can be used to make the glass fiber. Okay, so there are also the various mechanical and the thermal characteristics of the glass fiber are there. So what are that? First of all, the glass used for the production of the fiber optic cable is an amorphous material. So this is the thing that we need to keep in mind. All the atoms in the glass that are loosely bonded. So that are the characteristics of that. There is no fixed melting point for a glass. And as the temperature provided to the glass goes on increasing, its viscosity will also go on changing. Okay, the thermal expansion coefficients for both the core and the cladding layers should be same. If there is difference in the thermal expansion coefficients, the thermal expansion stress will be created. Okay, so this way the silica that consists of the SiO2 with the other metal oxides, in order to obtain the required relative index difference between the core and the cladding layers, that can be also used. Okay, so to increase the refractive index of the silica, TiO2, Al2O3, GeO2 and P2O5 that are used as the dopant material. The glass fiber have a refractive index of 1.458 at the operating wavelength, that is the 850 nanometer. For the short distance, that is up to the 100 meter. The plastic multimode step index fiber that are preferred. Okay, so this way the different variations, okay, in the plastic cables, okay, that can be also used. So it's a glass core with the plastic cladding, plastic core with the plastic cladding, glass core with the glass coating that is can be used, okay, to make the fiber. Now friends, fiber fabrication techniques. Now normally the fiber fabrication techniques are outside vapor phase oxidation, OVPO, then vapor phase axial deposition, VAD, modified chemical vapor deposition, MCVD, and the plasma activated chemical vapor deposition. Normally, this all the fiber fabrication technique, that is first of all classified into the two category. One is the double crucible method and another one that is the vapor phase oxidation method. And in the vapor phase oxidation method, as I discussed, OVPO, VAD, MCD and PCVD. So these all four methods are there under the vapor phase oxidation method. First of all, we will take some idea regarding the double crucible method. What is it? The double crucible method, that is again the method for fabricating the fiber. So it is the fabricating an optical waveguide by melting the core and the cladding glasses in two suitably concentric crucibles and drawing the fiber from the combined melted glass. Okay, so here this is the diagram of the double crucible method. Now here the material which will be suited for the core and the cladding. Okay, this material that is inserted into the inner crucible for the core and the outer crucible for the cladding. So now this all the suit material that are there with the inner crucible for the core and the outer crucible for the cladding. Now the furnace, okay, this electric furnace. Now this supply that is on, the electric furnace that is on. So now this all the suit material, now due to this the temperature of this furnace, it starts melting. Okay, so now this the material that can be melted and we can draw the fiber using the particular the machine. Okay, so this is the technique which is known as the double crucible method. So highly purified glass powders offer various refractive indices. As I told you that you want to make a core, okay, of using the some material, cladding using the some material, core is having the higher refractive index compared to the cladding. So that are fed into the inner crucible for the core and the outer crucible for the cladding. Then the electric furnace is switched on and the materials that are heated to very high temperature. Now the fiber is drawn through the bottom surface of the crucible and a dopant such as the thallium with high rate of diffusion in silica is used to maintain the difference in the refractive index. Okay. Now the next that is the material goes on the molten state and the material starts squeezing through the office of the crucible. Okay, and core material again start diffusing into the cladding material, and what it will do? It will make the optical fiber. So this is the first technique of fabricating the fiber. We'll study the next technique in the next videos. So thank you very much everyone.